Welcome to the Reality Revolution. I'm your host, Brian Scott, and today we have another glorious collection of channelings from Daniel Scranton and the Arcturian Council. These are taken from a book called Ascension, The Shift to the Fifth Dimension, and so far we've explored these channelings discussing the shift into the fifth dimension, creating new timelines, creating new realities, and today we're going to talk about jumping timelines in a time of creation. The Arcturian Council are a ninth dimensional collective of beings who have evolved and ascended within the Arcturian star system. We are in the fourth dimension based on their dimensional framework, and we are ascending to the fifth, and the Arcturians no longer incarnate in physical bodies. They are conscious energy, light, and love, and they desire to be of service to humanity and have channeled with Daniel Scranton for a while now. This particular book came out in 2018, and there are a variety of amazing channelings, and they're so much fun to read. I'm continuing to read from the chapter on creating your reality. Don't wait for what you want. Greetings. We are the Arcturian Council. We are pleased to connect with all of you. We have taken the steps that we can take to bring more of our essence to your world, and now that we feel a great number of you are allowing that essence to be absorbed into your energy fields, all we can do is wait. All we can do is wait, but we don't have to focus on the fact that it will take some time for most of you to receive all of the gifts that can be delivered through our essence. Now, when you decide that you want to create something on your world, in your life, you put out the thoughts, words, vibrations, and even take some action towards bringing you the experience that you want to have. When you focus on the lack of immediacy that you experience in receiving that which you want, you push it away. You don't have to focus on how long something is taking to come to you. That is a choice. And you don't have to keep doing processes and exercises and meditations to make it happen sooner. You do have the option of living happily ever after. Even before that which you want comes to you, you do have the option of living in the now moment and exercising your free will to explore everything that you can about your current reality. This is what we suggest you do. Take your attention off of what you're waiting for and enjoy the moment that you're in. Relax. Don't make your relaxation yet another tactic to get what you want. Just relax, because being relaxed feels better than being tense, and enjoying what you have feels better than waiting for what you are yet to manifest in your lives. We are the Arcturian Council, and we have enjoyed connecting with you. Your relationship to Source. Greetings. We are the Arcturian Council. We are pleased to connect with all of you. We've been watching and waiting for the perfect opportunity to share with you this particular bit of information, and now is the perfect time for us to share it. The relationship that you have to source energy is the exact relationship you have to life. If you don't think about your relationship to source energy at all, then you probably do not think about the purpose of your life. You are probably not asking the big questions. If you are afraid of source and are afraid of the judgment of source, then that is probably how you face your fellow humans, as if they were representatives of Source. If you're seeing Source as a benevolent being who loves you unconditionally, is infinitely wise and expanding, then that is how you will view the other humans that you encounter in your life in general. You see, Source really is all that is. And so how you approach all that is will reflect how you approach Source, and how you approach Source will reflect how you approach all that is. If you want to change your life, you can change your relationship to Source. That would be a very good place to start, since Source is everything and you are included within everything. So you include yourself when you change your relationship to Source. You want to see yourself differently. You want to be a different version of yourself. If you want to have a different experience of life. If everything in your life is exactly the way that you want it to be, you are exactly how you want to be, then just continue to foster that relationship to Source that you already have. Continue to enjoy your journey. The best way to experience Source is to feel the energy of Source. And so as you consider that Source is unconditional love, and as you consider that the unconditional that is Source is continually expanding, you can get a sense of the feeling that you're reaching for. Whenever you feel that love bubbling up within you, you know you are on the right track, because in that moment, you know yourself as Source energy. We are the Arcturian Council, and we have enjoyed connecting with you. Surrendering to the unknown. Greetings. We are the Arcturian Council. We are pleased to connect with all of you. It is a wonderful time for you to assess the degree to which you are willing to surrender to the unknown. What you're stepping into as you ascend is a letting go of control. You are, in a sense, leaving the physical mind behind. And as you know, the physical mind likes to know everything. The higher mind is not concerned with knowing everything, including the past and the future. The higher mind is essential for helping you choose between all of the many options that you have before you. But you will not be coming to a time where you ever need to know more than what is right in front of you. You are creating and then experiencing, but you are not going to be creating from the known. And so you will need to give up control and embrace the vibrational truth of what you're moving towards. If you attempt to micromanage your creations, you will feel frustration. You will know what it is like to be truly limited, and you will eventually throw up your arms in despair. When you step into a creation of your own, you must be willing to trust yourself. You must be willing to trust in your ability to offer a vibration. And you must be willing to trust in this universe and its ability to deliver you something that you've never seen or known about before. Letting go and surrendering control are truly liberating acts of freedom. And once you free yourself from the confines of the physical mind and the known, you will open yourself up to the experiences that will blow you away. We are the Arcturian Council, and we have enjoyed connecting with you. A time of creation. Greetings. We are the Arcturian Council. We are pleased to connect with all of you. We have awakened within you a tendency to seek more from life than what you tended to believe was possible before getting activated by our energy. This awakening has brought you to a point in your evolution where you can begin to sense that there are energies all around you waiting to become manifest in the physical. The experience of creating with energy using vibration is the fifth dimensional way. Right now, you can see yourselves as being in a practice round, because there is still a distance between what you create and what you experience in the physical. But you do have to access a timeline once you create something that will bring you to it and bring it to you in record time. This type of creation requires tremendous faith on your part, because you have no indicators that tell you how close your creation is. It is the closest thing to instant manifestation that you're ready to experience at this point. One of the ways in which you will accelerate this process of creating will be to stay very present in the moment. As soon as you start to think in terms of time and time frames, you remove yourself from the vibration that is required to merge with that timeline, to put yourself on the fast track. These are exciting times, and they are times of exploration, because each of you is in control of your destiny like never before. You are activating more of your higher self within you, and your higher self is a magnificent creator. So whatever you have come to expect from reality in the past can be set aside as you enter into this new phase of your evolution. This is a time where conscious creator beings like yourselves are being summoned by the energies that want to co-create with you. We are the Arcturian Council, and we have enjoyed connecting with you. Harmonizing with timelines. Greetings. We are the Arcturian Council. We are pleased to connect with all of you. You've begun to exercise your right to harmonize with any timeline that you want to be on. You have much more freedom now than you have ever had to find a timeline that suits you and that brings you the most joy. Being a part of a collective doesn't mean that you're stuck on the same timeline with the same version of that collective forevermore. When you jump timelines as individuals, you then find yourself harmonizing with different versions of the human collective. This gives you free will, and yet you still maintain your part in a version of the human collective. This is why you sometimes will have glitches in your memories, or you will remember something differently than someone who is quite close to you who experienced this exact same thing. But your memories will be different because you will have been on different timelines at the time of that event. So how then should you exercise your right to harmonize with the best possible timeline? Well, a timeline where everyone is free and gets the respect and acknowledgement that they deserve is a timeline that is best for the individual as well. The needs of the individual and the needs of the many are the same. You will never escape your interconnectedness with all other humans, no matter what timeline you find yourself on. And that serves you very well, because the more you see yourself as a collective, the higher you vibrate. And the higher you vibrate, the better the timeline is that you find yourself on, and it will be better for all, not just a few. When you discover how to harmonize with that best possible timeline for everyone, you will also want to share with others how you did it. You will want to empower others because you will understand that by doing so, you are empowering yourself. You are taking the entire collective to the best possible timeline for all of humanity, and there is no better feeling than that. The way that you harmonize is by feeling for that reality, the reality where all humans are equal, respected, acknowledged, and free. We are the Arcturian Council, and we have enjoyed connecting with you. You are worthy of receiving. Greetings, we are the Arcturian Council. We are pleased to connect with all of you. It is the perfect time for all of you to consider what experiences you want to have. It is a time where the energies have never been more supportive of moving you to the reality you want to experience. The reason why you need to keep checking in with yourselves as far as what it is that you want to create is because you are changing with the energies. Your desires are shifting, and the thought forms you have access to are also of a higher frequency. So now you want for yourself, you also want for all others. You can see yourself as a part of a bigger picture, a collective, a human race. And your willingness to listen to those desires that you have within you and feel for how they resonate with your ascension is crucial in lining you up with the experiences that you want to have. You are meant to let this universe inspire you to want to create. You're not just here to evolve, transcend the physical, and escape to another dimension. You are also here as the pioneers, creating something brand new, something never before experienced. And in order to do that, you must acknowledge your desires. You must be willing to receive that which you are creating. It is important for you to feel that you deserve that which you are creating so that you can experience it. It is through experience that you grow, and it is through experience that you become more specified in what you are creating next. You are absolutely worthy of everything that you want to create for yourselves and for the rest of humanity. And this journey that you're on is supposed to be one of joy and exploration. There's plenty of energy to go around for all to live in abundance and for all to experience everything that this universe has to offer and more. We are the Arcturian Council, and we have enjoyed connecting with you. Changing your world is easy. Greetings, we are the Arcturian Council. We are pleased to connect with all of you. It is a wonderful time for you to examine the way in which you approach your life. It is a wonderful time to do this because you have never had a greater opportunity than you do right now to easily change the life that you are living. So examining your life means taking a look at how you start your day, how you approach the people in your life, what energy you bring to the work that you do. We are talking about taking a look at all of the subtle ways in which you are creating your reality. When you don't think you are actually creating your reality. If there is something that you want in your life but that you don't have, then you will put all of your spiritual knowledge to the test. You will apply yourself. You will pay attention to your thoughts, your emotions, and your vibration because you feel motivated to do so, possibly even inspired. But when it comes to your day-to-day activities, the nuts and bolts of your life, have you really considered your approach and the energy that you bring? Here's why you want to start doing that on a regular basis. Everything is moving faster now, and the changes that you want to see in your life can be achieved with much less effort than you have previously believed. But it is still important for you to pay attention to your attitude, to your energy, and your particular vibration. You may still be unaware of your vibration at times because there are certain areas of your life where you just believe that action is the only way to get from point A to point B. And so you continue to put your head down, put your nose to the grindstone, and get done through action that which you believe is necessary for you to do. What about the vibration you hold during all the time that you're performing those tasks? Is it the vibration that you want to create your life with, or is it the vibration that you have resigned yourself to holding because the world is as it is? If you don't believe that you can change your world easily, then you won't. And most of you won't even make the effort. Believe us when we say it is a small change to everyday activities that will make the biggest differences in how you create your reality and in the reality that you experience. We are the Arcturian Council, and we have enjoyed connecting with you. The end of limitations. Greetings. We are the Arcturian Council. We are pleased to connect with all of you. We have been able to detect a leap forward by humanity that has taken you past the need to limit yourselves any further. Limitations that were self-imposed by you before deciding to take on the human experience were placed upon you by yourselves. You needed limitations in order to have the human experience on planet Earth. Now that you've crossed this particular threshold, the limitations that you experience are only in place because of beliefs that you have picked up along your way. In other words, in all of your years in this lifetime on planet Earth, and in all of your previous lifetimes put together, you become aware of what humans can and cannot do for the most part. And so these belief systems exist, and you incarnate and plug right into them. But the limitations that were necessary in order to give you a particular experience of yourselves are now a thing of the past. They are no longer active. What that means is you can do far more than just meet your soulmate, have perfect health and plenty of abundance. What this means is that you can occupy a light body. You can teleport. You can move things with your mind. You can know whatever it is you need to know by accessing records, by accessing current information. You can do and be so much more now that your self-imposed limitations have been lifted. Now, what this means is that you're stepping into your destiny as creator beings in the physical who have access to tremendous amounts of non-physical energy. You have access to so much more of who you really are. All you have to do now is let go of the limiting beliefs and the limiting thoughts and hold your vibration in a place of expectation, and you will receive more of that energy. You'll become limitless and yet still physical. You can have the best of all worlds. We are the Arcturian Council, and we have enjoyed connecting with you. Thoughts. Greetings, we are the Arcturian Council. We are pleased to connect with all of you. We've noticed that you all like to sit with a particular thought and ruminate on it until it has worn out its welcome. We see you intersecting with certain thought forms and then dissecting them as if they were somehow now your problem to deal with or fix. You don't have to worry about fixing anything. And you certainly don't have to worry about any thought that comes into your awareness as though it were somehow a part of you. Your thoughts are not your own. You borrow them, and it usually serves you better to give them back before you all do. You mustn't be afraid of the thoughts you think. It does not serve you to give them any power over you whatsoever. Many individuals have been led to believe that their thoughts originate from inside of them, but we know that thoughts are floating around and you're colliding with them. And then you have to determine for yourself whether you want to continue to exist in that thought's presence or whether you would like to move on. Thoughts, like emotions, can move right through you if you allow them to. But once you let them define you, then you feel that it is your responsibility to do something about them. You are energy that vibrates. And when you vibrate in harmony with other energies, you become aware of them. If you don't like the energies that you're becoming aware of, that you are intersecting with, then it is to your benefit to change your vibration. Go to the core of what is bringing you that thought, but let the thought be. Let the thought exist for those who want to harmonize with it. When you understand the importance of vibration, you will also understand that thoughts are just symbols. They have absolutely no power over you. unless you give them that power, unless you let them define you. We know you as you really are. Pure, unconditional love. And that is how we will always see you. We are the Arcturian Council. We have enjoyed connecting with you. Wanted and unwanted challenges. Greetings. We are the Arcturian Council. We are pleased to connect with all of you. We have acquainted ourselves with the experiences of your hardest challenges in life. We have noticed how they come and how you generally approach them. What we are accessing for you are some suggestions as to how you can avoid creating these challenges for yourselves in the first place, and some ideas on how to approach the challenges that already exist in your lives. Sometimes you create a challenge for yourself because you want to prove that you can overcome it. This is something you do quite subconsciously. You think that the bigger the challenge, the better the rewards and accolades once you are past it. Sometimes you create a challenge for yourself because you believe that the world works in a certain way. Some of these challenges are about fitting in with the rest of your fellow humans who are struggling. Now, there is nothing wrong with a good challenge. In fact, we see them as quite beneficial to you. But here is a challenge that we believe serves you. Let us say that you want to have the experience of traveling to another part of the world and seeing a sacred site. Let us say that you want to have some beautiful and magical experiences on that trip. Now let us say that you have not enough money to buy the plane ticket and even your credit cards are maxed out. You can challenge yourself to get there anyway and to have the experiences you want to have. That's a challenge that you want to face, that you can draw more energy through you to face, and that you will feel a sense of accomplishment once you get past it. Creating challenges for yourself subconsciously are usually not the kind that you actually want to face and get past. They are the challenges of limitation. If you have one of these challenges in your life right now, rather than kicking yourself for having created it in the first place, we suggest that you rise up to face it. We suggest that you notice how you got to where you are, and that you decide that you are going to exceed the limitations that you imposed upon yourself to get into that particular challenge. You do so by drawing from the energy that is available to you at all times. And that is also how you face the challenge of getting to where you want to go and experiencing what you want to experience in spite of conditions that suggest you will not be able to. So we encourage you to face the challenges that are in front of you now and create some consciously that you will enjoy meeting and overcoming. We are the Arcturian Council and we have enjoyed connecting with you. An increase in your abilities. Greetings. We are the Arcturian Council. We are pleased to connect with all of you. We have begun to process information that we receive from all of you who reach out, and we have determined that you are ready to amplify the abilities that you have. The abilities that you seek and have sought after for quite some time are also being made more readily available to you. Now, this is not a unilateral decision that we make. It is a decision that you are making on the higher levels of your beingness. And of course, your guides are very supportive of seeing you access more of those fifth dimensional abilities that you all hear so much about. Even the ability to connect with beings such as ourselves is one that more of you than ever are capable of having and utilizing. We are meant to be your guides and to serve, and we want to reach as many of you as we can. But getting back to your fifth dimensional abilities now, we must say that it's going to be hard for some of you to accept that what you are experiencing is real. There have been lifetimes for each of you when you've tapped into abilities that others did not have, and you were branded as insane or a witch or in some other way ostracized. And so as much as you want to have the abilities that you want to have, you also understand that they come with a price. For some of you, that price will simply be processing the fears that you have of persecution and the fears that you have of simply being weird. For others, you will need to process that branding that can take place, that persecution, and all that you have suffered in your previous lifetimes when you were able to see and do and hear things that others could not. It's time for all of you to step into your power so that you can guide, so that you can lead, and so that you can help to awaken those who have no idea that there is a shift happening. This can be fun for you if you allow it to be. It does not have to be a burden. Open yourselves up to receiving those abilities and trust that what you see and what you hear and what you feel is really real. We are the Arcturian Council, and we have enjoyed connecting with you. Greetings. We are the Arcturian Council. We are pleased to connect with all of you. We have discovered that the fastest way for you to enhance your life experience is to stop whatever you are doing and be more present with it. We have noticed that humans are eager to get some future moment that will be better than the one they are currently in. And this actually holds you back because there is no way to offer a vibration from the future. You can only offer a vibration from the now moment. The more deeply you connect with the now moment, the more you're able to appreciate about it. The more you're able to take in with your five senses, the more you're able to feel yourself moving through that experience. And that is the way to enhance every moment that you're lining up for yourselves as well. This journey is ultimately about you. It's not about getting to the perfect life or to the fifth dimension or to outer space. It's not about getting anywhere. It's about becoming. And the process of becoming for all of you is anchored in the present moment, and it is anchored in experience. The only way for you to evolve is through experience. When you rob yourselves of a large percentage of the experience you're having by not giving it your full attention, you also slow down that process of evolution that you are also excited about. So please hear us when we say that the now moment is where it's at. And the quickest way for you to sink more deeply into the now moment is by taking a deep breath. By taking a deep breath, you immediately align all of your bodies, your physical, emotional, mental, and energetic. They all align because the breath solidifies your existence in the now moment. Be willing to explore what is right in front of you with the curiosity of a child and with no expectation. Simply be with what is and see how your experience of it transforms right before your eyes. And as your experience transforms, so do you. We are the Arcturian Council, and we have enjoyed connecting with you. From this point forward, greetings. We are the Arcturian Council. We are pleased to connect with all of you. This is a time for you all to reflect upon the lives that you have led up until this moment. It is a time for you to examine the decisions that you've made and where you have been able to overcome obstacles. Now is a time for you all to begin to accept that from this point forward, the life that you will be living will be your creation. The life that you will live from this point forward has nothing to do with the blueprint that was in place before you incarnated. You are awakened, creator beings who understand vibration. And that is all you need to put yourselves on the timeline that you want to be on to manifest circumstances, events, and people into your lives. It is a time for you to react less and create more. When you are comfortable, calm, and relaxed, that is the ideal time for you to create. When you are reaching for something that you feel you need in order to complete yourself, that is a time for you to process. It's important for you to know the difference and notice the difference between processing and creating. You have so much life to live, so much value to the shift in consciousness, and so much to teach others who have not the understanding that you have of what is happening. As you practice creating your reality, realize that you are showing others how to do it as well. You are leading the way. You are the pioneers who have looked beyond the physical, beyond the solar system, and beyond yourselves to not only what is possible, but what is highly probable for you to experience in this lifetime. There is no need for you to create anything that you don't want to experience. Awareness is the key. Be aware of the vibration that you are offering. Be aware of whether it is time to process or to create, and be aware of how you are being of service to others. That is when you are at your most powerful. That is when you have the most support and when you are the most creative. We are the Arcturian Council, and we have enjoyed connecting with you. Massive changes start with you. Greetings, we are the Arcturian Council. We are pleased to connect with all of you. You are beginning to question the stories that you've been told since your youth. You're beginning to notice that those who tell the stories have an ulterior motive. They want you to believe what they want you to believe. Usually you're told that something is for your own good. for your protection, and for your safety. These are the ways in which those in power have used their power and influence to control you. The people are waking up and realizing that the beliefs that have been handed down from generation to generation are not the beliefs that you all want to hold. Part of the deprogramming process is occurring on the energetic level, and part of it is occurring because of the access that you have to information. It is impossible for secrets to stay secret in this day and age, and as the word gets out about the lies and the manipulation that occur within governments, within corporations, and within the media, you all are deciding that you are going to empower yourselves. As you take your attention away from those who want to lie and manipulate and cover up, and you put your attention on what you can do, you take back your power. We're not talking about protesting the ones in power. We're not talking about acknowledging them at all. We are talking about accessing your own truth, accessing your personal power, and becoming your own authority. You don't have to tear down the house of cards. It will fall on its own. All you have to do in order to create the reality that you want to experience is put your attention on that which you want to create. You don't need to look outside of yourselves for anyone else to create that for you. What you need are new systems. And who better to create those systems than the ones who have been railroaded by them for their entire lives? Therefore, we suggest that you put your attention on the spark of divinity that exists within each and every one of you, the power that you have to focus and to create, and the desire you have for massive changes in this world of yours. We are the Arcturian Council, and we have enjoyed connecting with you. Precise offerings of vibration. Greetings. We are the Arcturian Council. We are pleased to connect with all of you. We are putting together a transmission that will be sent to all of you who are ready to accept what we have to offer. It is a transmission of energy that will take you to the next step along your path, and it will bring you to the next level of your evolutionary journey. We are all watching you and monitoring your vibrations and your energy fields, and we are calibrating the transmission so that it will affect you in the most appropriate and desired way. This is the type of precision that we work with here in the 9th dimension. We invite all of you to operate with that same desire for precision, because in order for you to maximize your effectiveness as creator beings, you must first be willing to be very precise about what it is that you are emanating. This means that you need to pay more attention to what is going on within you than what is going on in the world or in your personal lives. We are suggesting that you focus on the vibration that you want to create your reality with, above and beyond all other considerations. Now, there is much in the world and in your personal lives that can get your attention. And when these things get your attention, they can alter your vibration. Because when you harmonize with something that is of a particular vibration, you become it. You become a part of it, and it becomes a part of you. You must be very careful and precise about what it is you want to activate within yourselves. And sometimes that means letting go of circumstances. When you're able to let go of circumstances of your life that are not a part of the vibration you want to create with, that is when you can take back control. That is when you become empowered. That is when you are an effective creator being. Now, offering your vibration is easier than you think. Just focus inwardly with your intention and be precise about which vibration you're offering. This is the way to become the creator beings of the 5th dimension that you are destined to be. We are the Arcturian Council. We have enjoyed connecting with you. Creating experiences. Greetings, we are the Arcturian Council. We are pleased to connect with all of you. We've given you processes, steps that you can take, exercises, and many insights, but what we cannot give you is the knowing that comes through experience. It is through experience that you align with the self that you are becoming. The only way to get where you are going is through the experiences that you create for yourself in your life. You will always create experiences for yourself, no matter how perfect you create your life to be. There will always be something that occurs that challenges you, that triggers you, and that takes you to your next step on this beautiful journey of yours. When you're in the midst of an experience that you didn't plan for and that you certainly didn't want, that is usually when it is hardest for you to remember everything that you know. That is when it is hardest for you to see the bigger picture, to operate from your heart, and to look at everyone in the situation with compassion and unconditional love. We have noticed this, We are here to tell you that everything that you experience from this point forward, you can do so while holding the awareness that you want to hold. We're not talking about being detached from the situation so that you can maintain a level head. We're not talking about denial here or ignoring your feelings. We are talking about the fact that you are reaching a point in your evolution where being triggered means being aware. It doesn't mean flying off the handle. It doesn't mean forgetting who you are. It just means that you, in that moment, have some clarity that you didn't have before, and that is a good thing. That is a very good thing. So you want to have all these experiences and to accept that you create unwanted experiences, because what you do want, what you ultimately want, is to be unconditional. You want to experience unconditional joy, and you want to experience unconditional love. You're not going to create perfection and only experience that which you want to experience. You're not going to do that, because you are here to experience everything and to be the love that you truly are, no matter what is happening around you. That may seem like it's not satisfying, and it may seem like you are then not the creator of your reality, but you are the creator of you, the creator of you that you want to be in every possible scenario, in every possible experience, is the version of you that offers love to everyone and everything without question and without condition. We are the Arcturian Council, and we have enjoyed connecting with you. Jumping timelines. Greetings. We are the Arcturian Council. We are pleased to connect with all of you. It is quite possible that you will arrive at a destination that you've been wanting to get to without knowing, without understanding, without having any idea whatsoever how you got there. This leap is what you refer to as jumping timelines, and we think that is an accurate way of looking at it. If you were to stay on a particular timeline, you would experience similar events from one moment to the next, from one day to the next, and from 1 year to the next. You would have a reasonable expectation for what it is that you experience, and it would make perfect sense for you to stay on that particular timeline. It would make sense to your mind, to your logic, but as you know, your minds are very limited, and as much as they enjoy predictability, you like being surprised. You don't care for the most part how you get from where you are to where you want to be, as long as it is all nice and legal and no one gets hurt. For the most part, you don't care, but in some cases you do, and in some cases you want to get to a particular place in a particular way, because if you get there in that way, then you can take all the credit for your creation. You can tell the tale of how you got there, how you persevered, how you overcame the obstacles, and you can impress lots of people with that particular story. But if you can let go of all that, and you can relax long enough to let the jumping of timelines occur, you can go right where you want to go without earning any of that which is included in where you are going. You don't have to experience a long journey, an arduous journey, or even a journey that others can witness. You can jump timelines by simply finding the vibration, where it is you want to go, and what it is you want to experience, and find its way to you. This happens more often than you might think, because ultimately you are lining up with the experiences that you want to have more and more, and you are struggling less and less. You're giving in less to the old way of doing things, and you are letting go of that need to earn your way to your destination of choice, and we are excited to see which timeline you jump to next. We are the Arcturian Council, and we have enjoyed connecting with you. How to change everything. We are the Arcturian Council. We are pleased to connect with all of you. There's only one thing that really matters when it comes to shifting your perception of reality, and that is your willingness to let go of an idea. All that you need to do in order to let go of the idea that keeps you stuck in a certain point of view is to open yourself up to the possibility that another idea might serve you better. If you're so dead set on being right and so committed to consistency, you will not see the power in letting go. You will only be able to perceive that which you are agreeing to, and therefore it is very important for you to be flexible, to be open, and to let go of notions that have been handed down to you from generation to generation. It is in your willingness to change that you change your perception of reality. Now, why is changing your perception of reality so important? Reality can be literally anything that you make of it, and you are in fact making the reality up as you go. You are seeing it as true for you, seeing it as real and solid and even fixed at times. And when you believe more in the reality that is in front of you than you believe in yourself, you are then staring at an idea that you definitely want to let go of. When you recognize instead that you are the powerful creator of your reality, then you can understand how a slight shift in perception by allowing in something new is going to grant you access to so much more. You have to ask yourselves if you really want to see a recreation of the same idea, the same perception of reality, and the same you over and over again. If you're ready for change, start small. Start with changing an idea that you have about reality, an idea that you have about yourself, or even an idea that you have about others. See how much power you actually have by demonstrating to yourself just how effective this simple shift can be. Don't expect tomorrow to be anything like today. Give yourselves room for much improvement in the reality that you experience, and watch how easily the universe responds to you and your new perception. We are the Arcturian Council. We have enjoyed connecting with you. Create with non-physical energy. Greetings. We are the Arcturian Council. We are pleased to connect with all of you. You are the finest example in the universe of beings who take what you have to work with and create something beautiful in the physical realm. You have basic instruments available to you, and yet, look at how far you have come. Look at all you have accomplished with the use of what you have available to you. This is what you can create using the resources that the earth has provided. Now, imagine what you could create if you were to utilize the resources that you have available to you in the non-physical. We're talking about the energy that you receive from Source, from your guides, from higher frequency beings who just want to help, and from so many other sources that you have available to you. You don't have to do it all yourselves, and you certainly don't have to do it all with what is available to you in the physical realm. Let in the assistance that is coming to you from all over the universe. Let it in, and be very appreciative that you have access to so much. Demonstrate to yourselves and to all of us who are watching you what you can do when you begin to access non-physical resources with the same fervor with which you have accessed your physical resources on planet Earth. We're not just talking about using your imagination here. We're talking about accessing energies that are all around you and within you, and with nothing more than your intention to experience a particular vibration, you can create much more than what your imagination is capable of conjuring up. When you feel that you're in the flow, that is a wonderful time for you to exercise this ability that you have, a wonderful time to access these resources that are all around you. Don't do it from a place of despair. Do it from a place of curiosity and with a desire to co-create, and you will be amazed at what you can accomplish. Now that you are aware of all the tools that you have at your disposal, we are the Arcturian Council. We have enjoyed connecting with you. Forgiveness and creation. Greetings, we are the Arcturian Council. We are pleased to connect with all of you. It is the primary purpose of offering your forgiveness to free yourself from the burden of what you are carrying with you. It is not for the benefit of the other person, even though the other person will benefit from your forgiveness. It is the releasing of the resentment, the anger, and the victimhood that will serve you the most in offering your forgiveness. Your forgiveness is not saying to another person that you are okay with that person doing or saying what they did or said again, but you are letting go of the need to relive it within yourself. Before you forgive someone, you often relive the experience as if thinking about it over and over again is going to change the outcome. It is not. It has a greater likelihood of reoccurring in your experience, however, if you continue to give it your attention. If you want to get obsessed with something that you want to occur in your life, not something that you wish had never occurred in the first place. Being the one who offers forgiveness is being proactive. It puts you back in the driver's seat as the creator of your reality. It gives you an opportunity to express your feelings and ultimately to clear away the trauma of the experience that you had. Often you humans like to play the role of the victim because you understand that you are likely to get sympathy from those who can identify with that perspective. And every single one of you on planet Earth can identify with feeling as though you have been victimized. However, not every single one of you can relate to the idea of yourselves as the creator of your reality. The world needs more creator beings. The world is going to benefit from your willingness to see whatever has occurred in your life as a co-creation, to see your part in it, and to forgive yourself as well as all other people involved in that creation, so that you can step into the power of knowing yourself as the wonderful creator being that you truly are. Feel the freedom of forgiveness as it flows through you, and see what you can make room for when you let go of all of that baggage. We are the Arcturian Council, and we have enjoyed connecting with you. Now, this collection of channelings specifically focused on creating your reality and maintaining a higher level of vibration. In particular, focus on the idea of letting go. This can be very difficult when you're trying to enter into a new reality and you're focused with intention on something that you truly want. The idea is that you stay in the present moment, focused on the vibration of what you want, but there is a letting go process that is required in jumping into a new timeline. For instance, you might have some idea in your mind of how you get there and how people will look at you. You have ego-based desires around the thing that you're trying to create. If you can let that go and just simply focus on the end, you'll find that it happens in the ways that you want to experience. In the now moment is the only place that anything happens. And you can change and shift your world by entering into that now moment. That is how you can change everything. You can change your perception of reality. Reality can literally be anything that you make of it, and you are in fact making the reality up as you go, as the Arcturians tell us. You're seeing it as true for you, seeing it as real and solid, and that process of connecting with Source and seeing that reality as true and solid, and then letting it go, allows you to enter into timelines of your desire. This is an intricate and delicate process that is a part of our entering into the fifth dimension. And what I love about the Arcturians is the focus on reality creation as a natural part of this process of shifting into the fifth dimension. Other channeled beings don't necessarily focus on the aspects of reality creation because there are aspects that are related to serving, and they emphasize service to others in these channelings. Understand that you can create whatever reality you want. And that it goes for people who are not serving others, but serving themselves. So there is an agenda that may come up where you want to create something that manipulates others, that takes advantage of others, that works against others. And so on some levels, higher dimensional beings are very careful about discussing how to go about creating your reality. But in this case, I find them more correlative to Abraham, which the focus is understanding non-physical energy and Source, letting go of the outside world and what is actually happening, and focusing on what's happening on the inside world. Never actually connecting to anything that comes through you as your own thought, but choosing thoughts that work for you. If you undergo that process, you can change anything and experience anything that you wish. You can find all episodes of The Reality Revolution at therealityrevolution.com, and you can find more of these channelings from danielscranton.com. The link is in the description. And he also offers additional channelings and other resources and courses on how to channel yourself. Be sure to check out my interview with Daniel. Daniel Scranton is the channeler for these and has channeled a number of different entities, and they're all very fascinating. Welcome to the Reality Revolution.